Good morning, F4 campers, gamers. I just wanted to give you a little bit of information and tell you a story today. And it's the pieces of information I want to share, 2 coaching tips that come from experts in the field. Maybe you've heard of the guy by the name of Tony Robbins. He has a very, very basic principle that is so true, and it just applies in any case, I think, but it sounds so simple, and that is, in studying human behavior, why we do the things that we do, we're always either moving towards something pleasurable or away from something painful. And it sounds super simple, but it is. It's very simple, but it's difficult to apply sometimes, because sometimes those two things are in conflict with each other, or you can't really see what it is. You think, well, why am I doing this thing? Because I know that it's painful, but I'm still doing it. So there's some underlying pleasure around it that is outweighing the pain, or vice versa. If you're running away from something painful, let's say you're not making a career change or a relationship change, or a move in your a move from your house, one house to another house or something. You're avoiding something because of a perceived pain. It's going to be a lot of work, or it's going to be, it's going to hurt somebody's feelings, and I don't mean to be flip about these things, but that's the stories that we're telling ourselves. We're either overinflating the pain of something, which keeps us from doing something, or we're overinflating the pleasure involved around something, which keeps us doing it, and then not doing the other thing. So, with bad habits, we're overinflating the pleasure around, sneaking into the kitchen and eating a bowl of cereal in the middle of the night or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. So when you are looking at the pleasure and pain principle, there's another really important aspect in coaching that I wanted to share with you, and that is your environment. So the power behind your environment. No doubt, through this challenge, you are looking at trying to change a pattern of behavior for yourself. If you've created some results or goals and results that you're looking to achieve for yourself, and you're trying to get there, like we talked about last week, you can't get there using the same behaviors that you've already been doing, because that hasn't happened for you. So you got to change something, right? So if you've noticed that you're trying to change your behavior, but you're still in the same environment, your car looks the same, your office looks the same, your house looks the same, your room, all of those things, it's really difficult to change behaviors when your surroundings are exactly the same. So it's very, very powerful, on the other hand, to change. If you change your environment, it really helps you. It makes it easier to change your patterns of behavior. So, for example, one of my 3 behaviors that I've been trying to work on, and I've been trying to tackle this beast for a long time, it's crazy, is I always fall asleep on the couch, because by the end of the night, I have this mindset that I've, put in a good day's work. The kids are fine. I find, my clients are good. I can finally relax. I can turn my work mind off, where I'm thinking about all my clients and all the things I need to do, and shifting to just chilling out, relaxing, whether it's reading a book or watching TV or whatever. That's when my brain shuts down, so my body shuts down, and the next thing I know, I'm falling asleep on the couch, and then I have to wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever and go into bed. So I've really been trying to change that, but so I'm doing the pleasure and pain thing, and I was like, oh, it's so obvious to me. I finally figured it out, because the alternate behavior that I created was to this miracle night, which is a list of things, like give myself a facial, or take care of my feet, or floss, or all of these things that I could do that would be like self-care, and then a way to kind of check out, shut down, and then crawl into bed. Well, here's my issue. I was going to say my office is in my bedroom, but the truth of the matter is my bedroom is in my office. I have stuff all over the walls that are work related, personal goal related. It feels like work. I love it. It's my life, but it feels like work. And I have papers all over. I'm a visual person, so I work from piles. It may look like organized chaos to other people, but I know exactly where everything is, but they're there to trigger me to do the things that I need to do. So that's my belief system. That's what I've always told myself, is this is an acceptable way of being. I love it. I love my office, but my bed is right in the middle of it, and that's where I'm supposed to sleep. And my brain does not shut down. If I lay in the middle of all of those things, I think about my clients. I think about what I should be doing. I look at my goals. I think about what I should be doing for myself. I think about what I should be doing for my kids. And the brain I don't give it permission to shut down. The couch, on the other hand, is that place. So I kept thinking, well, why can't if I just make myself go to bed, I could just go to sleep. But there are too many patterns, belief systems, and connections to the environment that have made breaking this habit very difficult. Honestly, so far in 3 weeks that I've been doing this challenge, I think I've succeeded in not falling asleep on the couch 3 times, average of once a week. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not the pattern I want. I want to be having success with this every single day. So the environmental shift was huge for me. I spent a couple of hours the other day completely rearranging my bedroom. It's funny. I know some of you know that I recently purchased the house I was renting. As a renter, there's this sort of, maybe it was subconscious, maybe I was aware of it, I don't know, but there's this mentality of, this is temporary. I'm not going to be here for very long. So things are tolerable. It's okay that I've got a box of stuff here because it's not going to be there forever. Just the way I was living felt like I was staying in somebody else's, vacation property for a while or something. It was fine, it's lovely, but then I purchased it. And so all of a sudden this place became my home. And so since it's my home now, there's this sense of permanence instead of it being temporary. And so all of a sudden, even though the environment looks exactly the same, I've shifted my mentality of, well, this isn't tolerable anymore. It's not okay that I'm sleeping in my office, feeling about it that way. I've really got to do something about this. So I went into my bedroom and I moved the furniture around. I got rid of all of the piles. There's not a single pile of paper in sight. And this was scary for me because I know that I work from piles, and so I was afraid of forgetting things. But I came up with a good system for labeling, identifying, but tucking them all away in drawers. And now I know, I had to come up with a process for how to deal with it all. But my bedroom is so much more inviting. And now I think of it as, okay, I have a desk and I took some of the stuff off the walls. That was important. And anyway, it was hugely instrumental in creating a shift that's now easy for me. And believe it or not, we're creatures of habit. We want things to be easy. If we have to make decisions and if it feels like it's hard work, we're a lot less likely to be successful at shifting a pattern. So if we can do everything that we can do to make it as easy as possible, it's going to start happening every day. Piece of cake, right? So I know this is a long story, but I wanted to combine these two principles and see if and tell you my story so that you can may help you to apply it to your own situations. So think about, you're into this a while now, so you've recognized your own patterns and maybe seen some things that you want to break, or you're having troubles with breaking some of them maybe. What I want you to do is recognize, what is it that you're finding pleasurable about this pattern that is outweighing the pain? Or how can you shift the teeter-totter so that the old behavior you're trying to break is more painful and the new behavior is more pleasurable? Now, that you might have an immediate kind of knee-jerk reaction, this is obvious, but then dig a little deeper, because there may be something else around it that feels like it's completely unrelated. Of eating behavior may completely be relational related as opposed to just about the food. So you need to pay attention to what your thought patterns are around the pain and pleasure part. That's kind of all encompassing, if that makes sense. So pain versus pleasure, and then also the perception of those things that are painful and pleasurable, and try to get a reality check on those. And then the second part of it is your environment. What kind of environmental shifts can you make to help you achieve the results that you're looking for? And I think I know all of you well enough to know, I'm thinking through really quick, but I think all of you have been in the jobs that you're in right now for a while, maybe a long while, and you probably haven't shifted your work environment very much. Maybe there's something there that you can do, your home, whatever it may be. Try to do what you can to shift the environment. So here's just a super simple example. If you always have a box of cereal up on the refrigerator and it's in sight, but in your refrigerator you have your fruits and vegetables, but they're not cut up yet, your environment is saying that the cereal is much more a convenient snack and easy than fruits and vegetables that aren't cut up yet or something like that. So to shift that, you put the cereal away. You don't want to be eating cereal, so it's out of sight, and make a habit of cutting up the fruits and vegetables and having them, the second you open the door, they're right there visible and ready for you. So it's a slight little environmental shift that'll help create healthier habits for you. Just a simple example. So I would love to hear your stories. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this today. I just wanted to get a couple of those things, just to share them with you to see what you could do to employ those principles. And I'm referencing a book. Tony Robbins, of course, has a million books and tapes and speaking engagements that are always fantastic that you can go see. But the environmental piece came from a book called Change Anything. And I just want to give you, as many resources as possible to help you through these processes. If you're interested in that, it's called Change Anything. Check it out. See what you think. I learned a lot from that one. But part of what I would like to do for you guys is to help kind of distill a lot of this information down for you. So I'm pulling from some of my resources because I'm always studying this stuff and then sharing the highlights with you to save you time so you don't have to read the books. But if you want to go a little further into it, please check out Change Anything or Anything by Tony Robbins. He's just fantastic. So that's my tips for today. I know this is long, but I hope it's worth your time. Love, love, love to hear your feedback, how you've implemented anything you've learned from me. I thrive on feedback and knowing that I've helped people. So please send me something. And the other piece is to please share on the Facebook page your stories. I really want to foster some more of this collective energy from this very small, intimate group to see how we can help each other. Because even just Roxy's story the other day about her breakthrough just was so fantastic. I really appreciated that. So not just for my own purpose, but I think everybody gets better from learning about what other people are doing. So there you go. Have a great day, you guys. Happy Tuesday, and talk to you soon. Get your numbers updated. Love to see how you're doing. Bye now.